two giants, one with a free pass, the other sidelined by circumstance. Noah Lyles has a bye into the World Championships in Tokyo and won't be running the 100 meters at the U.S. trials. Fred Kerley, former 100-meter world champion, has officially withdrawn due to personal battles off the track. Now the question isn't just who's the favorite, it's who's ready to seize the chaos. This year's U.S. men's sprint field is not just open, it's raw, unpredictable, and brimming with hungry athletes chasing their world championship moment. No more waiting in the shadows. It's go time. Let's break down what's at stake, who's got the momentum, and why this year might mark the beginning of a new sprint dynasty. Fred Kerley's announcement shook the track world. In a statement posted to X, he confirmed his withdrawal from this week's U.S. National Championships, an event that will determine who makes Team USA for the World Championships in Tokyo this September. Plagued by off-track controversies and legal troubles in 2025, Kerley has chosen to take a step back, writing, "I'm taking time to get back on track." His absence isn't just unfortunate, it's a strategic loss. Kerley was not only experienced, but a consistent big-stage performer. Without him, the 100-meter roster loses one of its most battle-tested warriors. Noah Lyles, the reigning world champion in both the 100 and 200 meters, has a bye in both events. As such, he will not be performing in the 100 meters. That means he won't be lining up in that event at the U.S. Championships, opening the door for a new face to grab the national title and a place on the team. But don't let that fool you. Lyles isn't coasting. He's made it crystal clear the 200 meters still belongs to him. In his words, "I'm still the national champion in that event, and I don't believe in giving up titles. I earned that title and I need to race it. Somebody needs to take it from me if they want it." With his fitness slowly building after a late season start due to an inflamed tendon, Lyles' fire is intact, even if his calendar is selective. So while he sits out the 100 meters, his shadow still looms over the trials. If anyone looks primed to take the reins this year, it's Kenny Bednarek. The Olympic silver medalist has been in red-hot form, and 2025 might just be his coronation moment. He's the only man to win all 6 of his 100 and 200-meter races across the Grand Slam Track League, an undefeated streak that turned heads across the sprinting world. Bednarek said it best. "This year I feel like in particular, it's going to be even more special." With personal targets of 9.7 seconds in the 100 meters and sub 19.5 in the 200 meters, he's not just aiming for wins, he's chasing legacy. The confidence is real, and so are the times. Another athlete that we have to watch out for at the trials is Trayvon Bromel. And guys, I have to say this, what I've seen so far, he isn't done yet. At 30 years old, the 2-time world bronze medalist is proving that age is just data. With a season's best of 9.84 seconds set at the Rome Diamond League, he's the fastest American in 2025. That's not hype. That's timing. That's clutch. His longevity and resilience make him a serious threat. If he stays healthy and consistent through the rounds, don't be surprised if he crosses the line first in Eugene. He may not be the loudest on the circuit anymore, but Christian Coleman's presence should not be overlooked. The 2019 world champion is no stranger to pressure. He hasn't had a breakout moment this year, but in a field this open, Coleman's tactical brilliance and start line explosion could sneak him right back into the mix. This is a man who knows what it takes, and who's quietly preparing to strike. Although 2025 hasn't been his strongest season, Christian Coleman remains a name you can't overlook in the 100 meters. This year has been defined by inconsistency and a noticeable gap between his current form and the dominance he once displayed on the global stage. Coleman opened the season with a respectable 10.06 in April, hinting at potential, but that momentum hasn't been sustained. With follow-up performances in the 10.11 to 10.18 range and no individual race victories so far, questions about his form are valid. Still, it's far too early to count him out. Coleman's personal best of 9.76 seconds, set during his gold medal run at the 2019 World Athletics Championships in Doha, remains one of the fastest times in history, tied for 6th all-time. That kind of pedigree doesn't just disappear. If he can rediscover even a fraction of that top-end speed and sharpen his race execution, Coleman could still make a late-season statement. Time may not be on his side, but history and raw talent certainly are. While the spotlight often gravitates toward established stars, a group of rising sprinters is quietly making their case for a breakout at the U.S. trials. Chief among them is Tate Taylor, just 20 years old, lit up the track earlier this season by setting a national high school record of 9.92 seconds, making him the 6th fastest American this year. That mark doesn't just show raw speed, it signals serious readiness to hang with the elite. Close behind him is Hicklin, clocking 9.93 seconds, and Pjai Austin, who ran 9.94 seconds, both within striking distance of a Tokyo ticket. Hicklin's time came during a strong stretch of races this season, and his Prefontaine Classic performance against seasoned pros proved his poise. For Austin, whose season has been building steadily, his explosiveness out the blocks gives him a potential edge in the early phases of the race. With such fine margins separating the contenders, execution through the rounds will decide everything. And with a 100-meter team that now has only 3 spots up for grabs, the race isn't just fast, it's razor thin. From a competitive lens, this year's trials is a rare gift. Drama meets opportunity. Lyles' strategic absence in the 100 meters and Kerley's off-track departure create one of the most open sprints fields in modern U.S. history. The pressure is on the veterans to hold ground, but the path is clearer than ever for new stars to emerge. The performances in Eugene won't just decide Tokyo, it could define careers. Furthermore, with Noah Lyles receiving a bye to the World Championships in the 100 meters as the reigning world champion, Team USA will be allowed to send 4 athletes in the event instead of the usual 3. That opens the door for 3 additional sprinters from this week's U.S. trials to join him in Tokyo, raising both the stakes and the opportunity for a wider pool of contenders to secure a spot on the world stage. So now the question lands in your court. Who do you think will fill the 3 open spots in the men's 100 meters for Team USA? Can anyone dethrone the veterans? Let us know in the comments. Drop your top 3 predictions, your dark horses, and who you think is about to have their breakout moment on the world stage. Thanks for watching Track and Field Ting Zone. Keep the debates rolling, keep the passion alive, and most importantly, keep the spirit of the sport strong. Until next time, stay fast.